washing it down, and then we're sewing them in these bags. Like, when you can see. You know what?
awesome.
So I'll introduce you to some kids too, and they're all about. You guys are busy in here.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We're busy bees. These are all the
PSAs, but
Well, the first step is really to just get some plastic and you put whatever designs on it, how big you want it. And you usually make it about 4 layers. So if you wanted to make it really small, this has 2 layers on it already, so you double it up and that would be 4 layers right there.
And then it's all set?
Yeah, and then you put whatever you want on it, then you iron it, and then you make it back, or it could just be open like this, so we can open like a bag.
We take like the Les Schwab bags sometimes, and then you can fold them over if you don't want to do like you want to do a medium-sized bag, and then you can just fold it over. So then you have layers.
Yeah.
It's like reusing something that's going to be reused.
Definitely.
Instead of wasting a bunch of plastic bags to make a one big bag,
Sure.
just kind of fold it over to
Yeah, that's what I did with the bag that I showed you guys over there.
Uh-huh.
I just made a front and a back, and I'm going to sew them together. And so, yeah, it's just like that. And so you can put whatever you want on it, like plastic caution tape or really anything you want. And then you take it over to the iron and you put it under some wax. You put some wax paper under it and then some wax paper over it so it doesn't ruin your iron or the
Right.
table. And then you just...
And this is one in process here, right?
Yeah, and this is almost done. So you put it on the iron, you iron it until it's like this,
Yeah.
and then it's done. Then you make the back to it. Then you take it over to the sewing machine and you sew it together. Put it in.
So you sew it like cloth. It's just like cloth, basically.
It's fabric.
Yeah,
You make it into like a fabric-like substance, and then you'll take like whichever panel, whichever cycle you want, and you just run it through the sewing machine. There you've got it back.
yeah. Oh, wow.
And
That's
like the
awesome.
kids like come up with really clever ways to make candles, like by cutting strips and making those.
So
Right.
instead of throwing away your plastic grocery bags, that's what you can do.
Very cool.
The one girl, she
awesome.
took Les Schwab bags
Uh-huh.
and then she ripped them, and then she
Knitted them together, yeah.
So it's like knitted handbag made of Les Schwab tire bag.
It's really cool.
That's great. This is awesome, guys.
do you girls want to share about these? Are you calling them the PSAs? About the so this is the reusing part, right, of the project, and are these the reduce part that we're trying to get the message out?
Trying to get out our central message of how we use too much plastic,
And we don't need to use
and we
all
don't
this
need
plastic
to use it all.
each year.
Or you can just reuse it if you have.
Yeah, and make these, and they're reusable. Take them to the grocery store, fill them up, and bring them back.
Me and
Definitely.
Eden are part of the plastic bottles, and we've kind of just like pulled this poster together, and we came on the lunch and stuff. And Eden, Paul's like gluing it right now. She made this really awesome recycled plastic piece, so we can use it for our poster. It's really cool.
So instead of buying plastic water bottles, with water in them, why don't you just drink the tap water out of your house? So you don't have to drive all that way again.
So we're just like trying to get out the message with this and the celebration of Earth Day that we do use too much plastic, and we really need to be aware about this and be able to like change it and stuff. So.
Sure.
And if you fill the bottle, any random bottle up a quarter of the way, that's how much oil it takes to make that one single bottle.
It's a lot of oil.
Yeah, it is a lot of oil.
Definitely.
You know, if we stopped using like plastic bags and plastic bottles and stuff, it'd save a lot of oil, and maybe the oil prices would go down because we wouldn't be using them for all this plastic stuff.
Did this, then not as many plastic bottles would need to be made.
Right.
So people who do buy the plastic bottles can still get their bottles and everything.
Some like people say that if you stop buying them, soon the manufacturers will have to close down because, you know, if nobody's buying, then you just got all this product that you can't use. So.
Right.
So they stop making them and then they sell like whatever they have left, and then
And like this is like really
Definitely.
important how we are trying to like stop the manufacture of like plastic and stuff, because some scientists say that the answer to our ocean pollution problems may be on land, because everything that's in the street ends up washing into the water. So if we had like less plastic bottles and all that stuff floating around, then there'd be less in our oceans too.
Definitely. Did you guys hear about the plastic? It's almost like a continent out in the middle of the ocean.
Oh yeah, the plastic
United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this
A big heap of
like this swirling mess of
big heap
plastic.
of trash in the middle of the Pacific, twice the size of the U.S.
Yeah.
My friend told me the other day that when he dies, he wants his body to be thrown into the ocean because the funeral services are too much. But then I was all like, well, we're gonna be floating around with a bunch of plastic then? And he's like, maybe not. So it's funny.